In this presentation, we are going to learn about amplitude modulation. So we know the definition of amplitude modulation. What do you mean by amplitude modulation? Combining low frequency signal, that is, it can be speech or music, with a high frequency carrier wave. Carrier wave may be in megahertz. So with a high frequency carrier wave, we are superimposing the message signal. That is what amplitude modulation. So today what we will learn, we will see the waveform of amplitude modulation. Then we will derive one mathematical expression for the amplitude modulation. We'll see what is modulation index. So this blue color one on the top is the amplitude message signal. See, this is the message signal. Message signal peak value is given by AM in the positive direction. See, if we take here also we can mark it as minus AM. So this message signal is a continuously varying signal. Okay, I will represent it as M of T. This is the message signal. Now what we are going to do? We are going to superpose this message signal on carrier signal. See, carrier signal amplitude is same. There is no amplitude variation. This is the other side also we can take it. It comes to negative AC. So the frequency is constant. But see, frequency is compared to the message signal. This carrier signal frequency is very high. So when we combine these two, that is the message signal and the carrier signal, what happens? This. See, the frequency remains same. Frequency is remaining same. Frequency is same as the carrier signal. This is amplitude modulation. Okay, in amplitude modulation, what happens? But this is the modulated AM wave, amplitude modulated signal. This is the one. So here if we see, this message signal is just, it's like an envelope. See, this is like an envelope. See, on the carrier, this blue color, this is known as the envelope of the message signal. And one more thing, see, if you see here, we are having one message signal and one carrier signal. But if you see this amplitude modulated wave, it is like a mirror image, right? Top part is the mirror image of bottom, or the lower part. The lower part is the mirror image of the top part. Here, how do we get this? While doing this amplitude modulation, we use squaring. Using a non-linear device, we do a squaring process. That is how we get this mirror image. And here, see, what is the peak? At any instant, the message signal amplitude is sum of carrier signal plus the message signal. That is given as AM plus AC. That is the maximum value. So here we are getting the minimum value. What is the value? AC minus AM. That is the minimum value. Now what we will do? Now carrier signal I will represent as C of T. And the amplitude modulated signal I will represent as Y of T. Now tell me, what is the expression for a wave? The sinusoidal wave. So what is the expression for the sinusoidal wave? That is AM sin omega mt. That is how this T is coming, because this equation represents the value of the amplitude. In the value, the equation represents this wave at any instant. It is at any instant. Okay, any instant. And then we will see the carrier wave. Carrier wave also similar equation. AC, that is the amplitude of the carrier. AC sin omega ct. Now we have to see how these two waves superimpose. So let me write it. What was our equation for message signal? X of t, m of t, right? I will write, will follow m of t. It's a message signal. M of t equal to am sine omega mt. Omega is the angular frequency. M is representing the message signal frequency, angular frequency. And what about the carrier signal? C of t. C of t equals derivation, be with me, AC sine omega ct. Now we have both. But now we are going to add these two signals to get, we are doing the amplitude modulation, that is a y of t. Y of t represents what? Amplitude modulated wave, AM wave. Now for a wave, what we write first? First we will write the amplitude AM plus not AM, sorry, that is AC, because carrier wave frequency is same, carrier wave amplitude is same, that is AC, but the message wave amplitude is constantly varying, it's not at all same. So that we will write it as, so you have to write the full term AC, oh sorry, AM, right? It's a message signal, because message AM sine omega m of t, mt. So this is the amplitude. This is the amplitude. See, I wrote only AC. By why? Because carrier wave amplitude is constant. It's not changing. But for message signal, the amplitude is continuously varying. That is why I have taken AM sine omega mt. What is left? Carrier wave frequency, that is sine omega ct. This equation we got. Now what we have to do? We have to simplify this equation. Now what we'll do? I'll open the bracket. Y of t equals AC sine omega ct plus AM sine omega mt sine omega ct. Right. Now to simplify this, we have to apply one trigonometric equation. This is, now what I will do, I will multiply this equation and divide by 2. Why I do means, see this equation is having two sine terms, but we want the equation in single harmonic. We need single harmonic equation, so we should not have these two sine terms here. To simplify that, what I do, I will multiply and divide by 2. Let me write it properly. 2 upon 2. No issue. Now I am going to apply one equation here. What is the equation? 2 sine A sine B. 2 sine A sine B equals cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. Now I am going to apply this here. Okay, right. What A minus A, which is A here, omega ct. So this is, I will take it as A. Omega ct I will take it as A, and omega mt I will take it as B. Now what I am doing, I am going to apply this trigonometrical equation. Now let me write it. So y of t, that is the amplitude modulated signal, equals the same AC sine omega ct plus. Now what we can do is AM by 2, I will keep it outside. Now what is remaining? Remaining is 2 sine omega mt sine omega ct. So it is in the form of 2 sine A sine B. Now I'll write it as cos A minus B, that is omega c minus omega m into t. T I have taken common outside. Okay, I'm not writing that step. Common I have taken. Minus cos of, as per the equation, A plus B, omega c plus omega m t. So we have expanded this. See, now it is in simple harmonic waveform. Now again we have to simplify this to get the final equation. Y of t equal to, same carrier wave is same, no issue with the carrier wave, AC sine omega ct plus. Now if we see in this waveform, if we see this term, the second term, AM by 2 and the cos term, all are in m only. But we need a carrier, we need it in terms of carrier amplitude, correct? Because carrier amplitude is varying as per the message signal. So now what I do, I will here AM by 2, here I will multiply and divide by AC, carrier wave amplitude. So if you multiply and divide, nothing wrong. Okay. So I am trying to reduce one step, I am trying to reduce it. So I'll write it directly now. Now what I can write? I'll write first this term, that is cos omega c minus omega m t minus again AM by 2 AC upon AC cos omega c plus omega m t. Now we can simplify t, okay? Now we'll simplify it. So y of t equals AC sine omega ct plus this term here, if you see this AM upon AC, this is known as modulation index. AM upon AC. Modulation index, the next class we will solve some problems also. So this this modulation index can be written as mu. So it is mu by 2 AC cos omega c minus omega m t minus, again here also same, this AM upon AC, that is modulation index mu AC upon 2 cos omega c plus omega m t. So this is the equation for AM. So in your exam, if they ask you to derive the AM equation, AM wave mathematical expression, this is what you have to derive. So this is the equation for the AM wave. So what is these three terms are there, right? Now if you see here, three terms are, this is the carrier wave, this represents the lower sideband, the other one represents the upper sideband. Now we will try to draw the AC sin omega ct plus mu AC by 2 cos omega c minus omega mt minus mu AC by 2. I am checking once more any mistake on AC. Correct, it is correct. Okay. Now we will see the frequency response. So, okay, before going to frequency response, let me write the modulation index. Modulation index. This is equal to mu. Mu equals amplitude of message signal upon amplitude of carrier wave. And the mu, where this value should be, okay, this value should be always less than 1. Now we will see the amplitude plot for this. Frequency response, okay. So this is the, okay, I have tried. This is the frequency, angular frequency, and this y-axis is the amplitude. So this is the amplitude of the carrier frequency. Carrier frequency amplitude is, it is, what was the amplitude? AC. That was the amplitude of the carrier frequency. And we have, if we see what the right side, what we have omega upper sideband, omega c plus omega m, and the correct, we had omega c plus omega m and omega c minus omega m, because that equation had 3 terms for the mathematical equation of the AM wave. It had 3 terms. Now what is the amplitude of these 2 sidebands? That is AM by 2. AM by 2. Now what is the bandwidth of this? Bandwidth. See, this is the bandwidth of AM. Bandwidth, okay? Bandwidth. What is the value of bandwidth? Bandwidth equal to omega c plus omega m minus, what is there? Omega c minus omega. If you do this, you will get the bandwidth. Bandwidth of FM. If you open the bracket, omega c plus omega m minus omega c plus omega m. So omega c cancels. So we will get 2 omega m. So 2 omega m is the bandwidth of the FM. And if you see in this plot, what is having the highest amplitude? The carrier is having the highest amplitude, and that means most of our power is getting wasted by this carrier, which is not carrying any information. Only the information is carried by the information is carried by the sidebands only, not the carrier, but carrier is wasting our maximum energy. And what else is there? See, this bandwidth also, FM is taking more bandwidth. Comparative to the message signal, it is taking 2 times the bandwidth of the, almost 2 times the bandwidth of the message signal. I think this, okay, this is sufficient, I feel. So let's see the waveform once, then we'll wind up. Correct. Now, what and all we got? We got one equation representing the carrier, one equation, another equation representing the upper sideband, another equation representing the lower sideband. We will learn more about this modulation index in the next class, I hope, hopefully. Then we will come to know, and all of you have to practice this diagram. to save this time only, I have taken this diagram, but you have to draw. Then only you will understand with the message peak and the carrier peak how you will match it up. Okay. Thanks for watching. If you have any doubts, please ask in the comment section. And if you like the video, please share with your friends. Also, don't forget to hit the like button. Thanks.